death of Mr. Okpara is not enough.
We are saying clearly, police, we don't want to take the laws in our hand. Toyoko is not above the law. But if Toyoko is still walking the streets of Rivers State, then they are calling for anarchy. Because you cannot take the life of our people in 2019, take their life in 2023 before our naked eye on Monday, and you expect us to be normal. So Toyoko has to be called in for investigative purposes. Police is right to declare him to appear before them and answer questions how Mr. Anthony Okpara was taken off this world. We want him to come and explain.
Earlier, another organizer of the protest, Marvin Yubana, said the corpse of Mr. Okpara was deposited at the military hospital mortuary. He said they are not in position to identify the deceased.
And the family is having the family of the deceased. They are mourning, and we have to respect their privacy. And at this point, that the police has taken over the investigation, it is not in our place to start calling names. So, as a reporter, if you go to the mortuary, you ask the person who died from wounds sustained from the riot, from the shooting of Toyoko, who shot him. From there, they'll be able to tell you. It is for the family to announce it and not for us to make that.
PDP campaign spokesperson Sidney Gbara also spoke on this.
We came out here for a peaceful protest to, make our demands to the INEC. And what we saw was the governorship candidate of APC, Pastor Toyoko, invading us with thugs and armed men, firing at us. Now one of our persons have died. So that's the reason why we say we are going to occupy this place. If it's going to take us 1 month, 1 year, 3 years, we'll continue occupying this place until the INEC listens to us and do the needful to allow us for a joint inspection until the Nigerian police arrest Toyoko and charge him for murder.
On his part, Deputy Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Edison Ehie, claimed that if the APC is allowed to inspect election materials alone, they will connive with agencies to tender fake results as evidence in court.
Yes, INEC released a statement that has 2 legs. They said certain documents are in the local governments. As I speak to you, our people have gone in obedience to the INEC directive. They also said in another leg in that same press statement that the other documents are here. So we have obeyed them. You can see we are law abiding. Our people are there in the 23 local government requesting peacefully for those documents, while we are also here requesting for the other ones that they said are here. So we have obeyed their directive.
Moving on. The Eche Omuma House of Representatives member Ephraim Iwuzi, who was arrested after he was caught on camera 2 days before elections plotting to kill INEC officials on election day, has been released. Fresh photos showed him with Governor Wike and other PDP chieftains at the governor's private residence in Rumuprikam, Obiakpa local government area. A video showed him singing and dancing with some others to the popular song of the governor on power rotation. It followed reports that the Rivers State High Court in Port Harcourt struck out the criminal suit by the Rivers State government against the lawmaker. Trial judge Justice Okogbule Basam struck out the matter against Mr. Iwuzi after the Rivers State government, through the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice of the state, Professor Zacchaeus Adango, informed the court of the state government's resolve not to prosecute the accused. Recall that the APC chief then recontested for the seat but lost to PDP's Kelechi Nwogu. A magistrate court in Port Harcourt remanded Mr. Iwuzi in February at the Nigeria Correctional Center in Port Harcourt for 10 days. The APC State Working Committee in Rivers State has passed a vote of confidence on the state chairman of the party, Emeka Bekee. It follows a suspension by some members of the APC over alleged anti-party activities. Spokesperson of the party, Darlington Wauji, in a statement said the vote of confidence of Mr. Bekee was passed at an emergency meeting of the party today. The statement said members of the APC State Working Committee urged Mr. Bekee to sustain, lead and recover the party's mandate at the Election Petitions Tribunal. It said the APC State Working Committee also called on Rivers State INEC resident Electoral Commissioner to discharge his duty by releasing all documents in the EC8 series relevant for the filing of petitions at the Election Petition Tribunal. This morning, some members of APC in Rivers State said they suspended the chairman of the party, Emeka Bekee, over alleged anti-party activities. One of the members, Chike Ayinda, who spoke on behalf of others during the news briefing, accused the leader of the party in the state, Chibika Amechi, and Mr. Beke, of being responsible for the current state of the party. Mr. Enyida said the party failed in the governorship election because of the alleged directive of the leader during the presidential election.
These leaders, which include the party state chairman, Chief Emeka Beke, and the legal advisor, Mr. Ihaichukwu Azubike, under the overall leaders of Right Honorable Rotimi Chibika Amechi, have since 2021 held this party on her knees in Rivers State and have been responsible for the mass exodus of the members of the party into another party, as well as the failure experienced by the party in the just concluded general election.
One Omiete Ferebo was named as the new interim executive council of the APC pending the outcome of an investigation by the national leadership of the party. Still ahead, Rivers State Civil Service Commission begins verification for promotion of civil servants. Stay tuned as we go for a quick commercial break. Thank you for staying tuned. Welcome back now to the rest of the newscast. The commissioning of the Ngboba Ozwaba Adajo Junction flyover is ongoing. This is the 11th flyover to be completed and commissioned by the Wickets administration. The Rivers State Civil Service Commission today began the verification exercise for the promotion of civil servants in the state. It follows the lifting of an embargo on employment and promotion of civil servants in the state by Governor Nyesom Wike. Our correspondent who is monitoring the exercise at the Civil Service Commission office, venue of the verification exercise, reports that thousands of civil servants gathered as early as 9 a.m. with the required documents for promotion, including their last promotion letter, letter of employment, and school credentials, among others. Speaking to our correspondent, some civil servants who are physically challenged are appealing to the State Civil Service Commission to accord them special attention in the ongoing verification for promotion exercise. Away from that, some makeshift shops at Rumogba, adjacent Mini Okoro police station in Old Abab Road, were razed down today following a fire incident. Some of the shop owners told our correspondent that the fire started at midnight after some people came to burn refuse around the area. They said it took the intervention of passers-by and residents within the area to put out the fire, as men of the fire service could not respond to the disaster.
I came this morning, like this my shop now, don't break shop. People wait there around, remove some things. As you can see now, most of those things, people's property burned. So they remove some things. This my neighbor too, everything burned down. So I got it to people where they around, they say they all drive come, remove those things and keep on there. Plenty ones, pour fuel with oil, set fire. So when the fire down too much, they zoom off. No, not be fire service. Now people where they around, pour water. People will bring home. People will bring fire extinguisher, bring up. They help us quench the fire.
The Chief Judge of Rivers State, Justice Simeon Chibuzamadi, is going for a jail delivery today. The last jail delivery was done last year. In business, the Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, says the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway Road project will be completed soon, while the second Niger Bridge will be commissioned and open to traffic in May. The minister said this during the pre-inspection of the local Oweto Bridge in Nasarawa State. In entertainment, singer Davido has given a breakdown of his new album Timeless on Apple Music Africa Now Radio. Speaking on the album, Davido describes it as an album whose creative process took him to a whole different dimension. In sports, Serie A has condemned all instances of racism in Italian football after Romelu Lukaku was abused during Inter Milan's Cup semi-final clash at Juventus.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
The United Nations says the Taliban orders barred Afghan women from working for the organization. The UN said the Taliban had informed them verbally, but there had not yet been written communication of the move. The UN has told its Afghan staff, both men and women, not to report to work for 48 hours until it has clarity on the matter in meetings with the Taliban. There has been an increasing clampdown on women's freedom since the Taliban seized power in Afghanistan in 2021. Now on the news this afternoon, you heard the Rivers State APC has passed a vote of confidence on Emeka Bekee. Some APC members suspended Emeka Bekee over alleged anti-party activities. PDP protesters have named the man who died during Monday's protest at Jare Junction, Port Harcourt. The detained federal lawmaker Ephraim Uzi has been released. Rivers State Civil Service Commission has begun verification for promotion on the foreign scene. UN says it will meet Taliban officials over women's staff ban. The news was edited by Martha Okiri. Cloudy weather in Port Harcourt this afternoon. Remember, peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation, so let peace reign. I am Kalada Kurubatibo. Good afternoon and do stay tuned.